Here's a ballad I think is a great tune with a singer, and there's a few nice moments here. This is Vernon Duke's Autumn in New York. Right off the bat, here's something I think will be really helpful for those learning to identify what key a song is in. Anytime you see two minor chords a whole step apart like this, there's a good chance that it is the 2 and 3 chord, which also makes for a good vamp in any key. So these two are sitting nice in the key of F. We get a 2-5 to the 1 of the tune before it starts ascending diatonically, and this time the 3 is initiating a 2-5 back into the 2. Another thing is, you get the melody over this 2-5 here is all chord tones, and that's a nice time to pull out some of these drop chords you've been practicing, or maybe some block chords, up to you. This time it lands on A minor 7 flat 5, which is a rootless F9 chord, so it's still within the normal bounds of resolution for the C7, while simultaneously playing the predominant role back to G minor. Now we get this minor 4 to flat 7 dominant, and that's going to resolve straightforward to A flat. This is our first modulation, and it's up a minor 3rd from F. Right away, distorting this motion is this D flat dominant, which is a tritone secondary dominant into the 3 of our new key, C minor. The tune then dances between the 3 and 1 before modulating to the major 3 of C major, a very bright upturn here. And we get a 2-5 back to G minor, the 2 of the original key. The tune repeats the first section until this point right here, where it cadences into the C minor followed by a D minor. That means the E flat minor here would be the minor 4 going to 5, and here we get a B flat minor. It's mixing between the B flat minor and B flat major, coming down to A flat minor, making it seem like the harmony has shifted into the key of G flat, which we find is odd here because it resolves to G flat dominant. And I believe this is a recall of this moment up here where it resolves to the 1 but in dominant function. Vernon utilizes the G flat 7 in a tritone sub-resolution to F minor, the parallel minor key that initially started the piece. Now right here, if you're savvy, you'll recognize this cadence from Just the Two of Us, from Bill Withers. This is the earliest I've ever found this very common progression, so I think that's something worth noting. The tune ends with a peculiar cadence that mixes colors from the major and minor parallels, the major 2 and 3 followed by the minor 4 and 5, and it ends on the F minor. A surprisingly gloomy end, as the lyricist recalls a romance gone awry last autumn in New York.